Good morning, children. I hope you have seen the video of the first part of Sound of Music, which is about Evelyn Glenn. Okay, so today we are going to discuss the new words and the question answers of this lesson. I'm sending you it in form of homework, which means the notes I'm sending, which you have to write and learn the question answers and the meanings of the words, and you have to read the lesson, half lesson, Sound of Music part 1 from the textbook. Okay, so that is your homework. You have to write it in the classwork notebook. So let us discuss it. Part 1, Sound of Music, Evelyn Glenn. Let us look at the new words. Jostle is to push roughly. Okay. So when she was standing on the railway platform, people were jostling, they were pushing each other. Slight means small and thin. Who was small and thin? Evelyn Glennie was thin and small. Daunting means frightening, scary. So the way she was standing on the railway platform was a bit scary because people were pushing and she was a thin girl and she was deaf. So daunting means frightened. Teenager means she was just 17. So 13 to 18 is called a period of teens. Aspiring musician, a person who wants to be a musician, जिसको बोला जाता है aspiring. You want to be something. Here she wanted to be a musician. Profoundly means absolutely. She was profoundly deaf. Absolutely deaf, she could not hear. Gradual means in phases. ग्रेजुअल मीन्स इन फेजेस. कंसील के लिए और एक नंबर डाल देना है, वहाँ पे 2 के नंबर्स रह गया. देखो कंसील के लिए वो नीचे लिया है मैंने 11 and 12. ओके, सो दैट्स फाइन. तो दिस वी विल नॉट टॉक अबाउट राइट नाउ, ये डबल हो गया. तो ग्रेजुअल इज इन फेजेस, दैट मीन्स ग्रेजुअल मीन्स स्लोली. शी बिकेम डेफ स्लोली. एकदम से नहीं हो गई, स्लोली हो गई, धीरे धीरे. अर्ज मीन्स रिक्वेस्टेड. हु रिक्वेस्टेड? द हेडमास्टर रिक्वेस्टेड कि यू शुड टेक हर टू द डॉक्टर. वाई? बिकॉज शी वॉज गेटिंग लेस मार्क्स. हर मार्क्स हैड डिटोरिएटेड, जो यहाँ पे आ रहा है. डिटेरियोरेटेड मीन्स worsened, reduced. Her marks had reduced. Why? Because she could not hear, right? Pursue, to follow. What did she want to pursue? She wanted to pursue music. Conceal, to hide. What did she conceal? She concealed her deafness because she was small. She did not talk about it. Deteriorated, we just said, ki reduced. Her marks reduced, worsened. Xylophone. Remember in the first lesson also whose performance had worsened, who was giving test after test? Do you remember? Yes, Margie's lesson. The robotic teacher was giving test after test and her marks had worsened. Okay, so deteriorated. Xylophone is a musical instrument. Orchestra, group of musicians. Audition, you can audition for songs, you can audition for acting. So you have to give a short performance so that the director could decide whether she was good enough. So she had auditioned for music lessons at the Royal Academy. Solo, because it was a very prestigious academy, only the best ones were selected. That's why they had to give the audition. Solo, to perform single. Okay. So there are some more. Intriguing means fascinating. So the way she played music was fascinating because she was deaf. Most sought after. She became the most popular, in demand musician. Potential, quality or ability that can be developed. एक तरह का talent. Who recognized her potential? Ron Forbes. He recognized. Resonance. Resonance of the drums, echoes, the vibrations of sounds. Flawlessly, without a fault or mistake. Who played flawlessly? She could play music flawlessly. Lilt, a way of speaking. Accent के साथ जो बोला जाता है ना, तो she also spoke with a lilt. वर्कोलिक, ये इनफॉर्मल सा वर्ड है, तो जो लोकल डायलेक्ट में यूज होता है. अ पर्सन हु फाइंड्स इट डिफिकल्ट टू स्टॉप वर्किंग, द वन हु इज ऑलवेज वर्किंग इज कॉल्ड वर्कोलिक. Accomplished, achieved, she achieved big success, right? Big means enormous success she got. Who got? Evelyn Glennie, even though she was deaf, because she was such a hard working girl and such a determined girl. She wanted to learn music, so she learned it. Now what is the first question? First, they have told you to answer in 1 or 2 sentences. How old was Evelyn when she went to Royal Academy of Music? So what is the answer? Evelyn was not even 17. She was just about 17 when she went to the Royal Academy of Music. When was her deafness first noticed? When was it confirmed? So her deafness was first noticed when she was 8 years old. Remember, her mother had taken to the piano class and her name was called, and even then she did not move. So her mother got to know that she had a hearing problem. When was it confirmed? It was confirmed by the time she was 11, when she was taken to the doctor on the suggestion of the headmaster, because her marks were deteriorating. So if this thing is asked for 30 to 40 words, you have to tell your first notice, you have to tell about the piano class, and when it was confirmed, you have to tell about the headmaster who told to urge the parents to take her to the specialist, and then her diagnosis was done कि her deafness was because of nerve damage. So you can write bigger answers. Okay, so if it is asked for 30 to 40 words. Who helped her to continue with music? What did he do and say? So Ron Forbes helped her to continue with music. First of all, because he spotted her potential, and what advice he gave? Don't listen through your ears, try to sense it in some other way. And how did he help her? By tuning 2 large drums to different notes. And she realized she could feel higher drum from west up and lower drum from west down. Okay. Next question. Name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs. Now Evelyn had a busy international schedule of concerts. Yet, even then, Evelyn performed free concerts in prisons and hospitals. She gave priority to classes of young aspiring musicians. She even taught them. She made music her life and became a shining inspiration for handicapped children. They thought, if she can, I can. So this is how she helped various causes. Okay. Now last one we are going to see. This they have asked in you to write 2-3 paragraphs. So this is the detailed answer. How does Evelyn hear music? The whole story you have to write. Evelyn became deaf by the time she was 11, but she did not give up. उसने छोड़ा नहीं म्यूजिक सीखना. Did not give up means she did not quit. She was determined to lead a normal life. They were advised to send her to the handicapped school, but she wanted to have a normal life. So she decided to pursue her interest in music. Ron Forbes, a percussionist, the one who plays tabla, those kind of instruments are called percussionists, spotted her potential. He asked her not to listen through ears, but to try to sense in some other way. So she began using her body. How she did it, let us see. She realized she could feel the higher drum from the west up and the lower drum from the west down. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. So she need to learn to open the body and mind to the sounds and vibration of music. She herself explained, it pours it in through every part of my body. It tingles in my skin, gudgudana. It tingles in my skin, my cheekbones, and even my hair. When she played on xylophone, she could sense the sound passing up the stick through her fingertips. By leaning against the drums, she could feel the resonances flowing into her body. On the wooden floor, she used to remove her shoes so that the vibrations may pass through her bare feet up her legs. So this is how she heard music. Okay. So all these things you will copy down and you will learn them. That is your homework. Copy it in your classwork. Okay. So when you open the homework, the same PDF file you will get there. Okay. Hope you have understood the lesson. We will talk about it if you want in the Zoom lecture, or if you are okay with it. If you have any difficulty, you ask me. Otherwise, we can go ahead with our grammar. Okay. Thank you.